Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Iman and this is Outlander, Season 1, Episode 11, The Devil's Mark. Oh boy. Is this the episode where things get really bad that I was warned about? I've been like, oh, this show is like my comfort and my peace. And you guys are like, well, Gayless is gonna die. Like, there's no way. Like, it's gonna be bad. I'm scared. I don't know how graphic it gets. It gets so graphic sexually, so I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be graphic in other ways. And I'm not necessarily prepared. I don't think anyone is. We're not here like preparing ourselves to watch a burning, even if it's on a TV show. It's not normal to watch stuff like this. I hope she doesn't get killed, but honestly it seems like karma, which I do not believe in karma, it seems like, but this karma is gonna catch up to her because she killed her husband, and Dougal had his karma too. So I don't know, she doesn't deserve to be killed or hurt. I don't think that's fair, but hey, I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing about karma and people like being like, well, that's karma for you. I'm like, geez, it's pretty dark. Wishing karma on people, even though like people have hurt, like we've all been hurt by side tangent. Even though people hurt us, like freaking we hurt people too. Don't you understand? Like I've hurt people, you have hurt people. Do you get what I mean? Everybody in this world has hurt each other. So it's like really ridiculous to wish karma on people, even like the most ridiculous people, because we've met people like you're like really like and they've hurt, we've all been through pain, but I don't think wishing karma on people is good. I don't know, it's not good. And you can believe whatever you want to believe. Things do happen that you cannot explain. It's just unexplainable. Things do happen. But I also know a lot of people who do a lot of crazy stuff and they're really thriving and they're doing really well financially and all this stuff. It's like, so it's like, well, is there karma? I do think that even if there was karma or wasn't karma or God and punishments, like we should just treat each other the right way. And if we don't treat each other the right way, just being able to have the self-awareness and being like, oh shit, I did this. Damn, I didn't know I could do that. Oh man, I guess I can. Oh, right, because I'm a human being. And sadly, a lot of us come from a dysfunctional home, and dysfunction begets dysfunction. And it's sad, but it's the truth. So it's kind of like karma, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way a little bit. I think that we do things and there are consequences, and it's just as simple as that. Like, even if you're a good person, you're gonna make mistakes, and then things are gonna happen to you that are really sad or hurtful. But I guess for some reason I have this feeling to just say, like, if you've ever had like a loss, lost somebody you loved by death, sickness, by them leaving, by anything like that, have compassion. Don't be like, oh, it's because I did this and that. It's like, maybe so. I mean, when it comes to relationships, and you like maybe we're like kind of made people, if someone in your life passed away, it's not your fault. But just being able to accept that, like, just have compassion. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Karma seems like there is no compassion. A lot of the times when we do things that do push people away, we're not aware of it. And that's why they always say hindsight is 20/20, because you get to look back after you grow and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I did do those things to push someone away. And damn, that's really depressing. But you know what? If I had the tools I do today, back then, I wouldn't have done those things. And that's why you have to have compassion for yourself. Very, very, very important. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, compassion is important. And we all make mistakes. So that's life. All right, I'm ready. I'm nervous. I'm hoping it's not going to be too intense. But all right, that's all. I will jump into this episode. And here we go. Ooh, what? So these were their prisons. That's terrifying.
You may not have killed Dougal's wife, but you definitely killed Arthur. And it wasn't witchcraft, it was old-fashioned poison.
Whew. I'm like so sucked in. Like, dang.
I started with white arsenic a few months ago.
Oh, man.
Thought it would kill Arthur off before the child began to show.
Oof.
And then you'd be free to marry Dougal.
He's kicking.
Wait! I need to talk to you!
Surely King Arthur was more appealing than that slimy puddock.
Man, what a horrible place to be in.
Colin banished him, sent him to his wife's funeral and commanded that he stay away, and sent Jamie with him. No one is coming, Galus. How long do they mean to keep us here?
Till the trial, of course. Summon the examiners.
The examiners? What the heck? I'm about to learn so much. I've always been, like, interested in the witch trials and, like, how that actually, like, came about or what they did. So I guess
Lie near me. It'll be warmer.
we'll see now.
Make way!
Oh, they're actually, like, getting the... They are going to burn them. Wow. And they've got the children participating so that they can indoctrinate more kids into growing up into being adults who think this is okay. Terrifying. And everyone's like raving mad. How can they be? There's no, it's all biased.
By their practice of the unholy act.
There were no familiar faces in the crowd.
Yeah.
None of my friends from Castle Leoch. My knowledge of witch trials told me that the accused rarely walk free.
Right.
Make way, please. I demand to be led into the proceedings.
Was that Ned? Oh, God, thank God.
That this entire trial is illegal.
No, not the law.
A benefit sadly not offered to those in merry old England. Services in support of the accused.
Oh, very well. Take your place.
That's awesome. My goodness.
I laboured as housekeeper for Arthur and Galus Duncan for nigh on 5 years, Your Honour.
And did you have occasion to witness any strange...
You better not say anything, girl.
That it was many the women that come to the door seeking love charms, amulets, talismans and the like.
Why is she doing this?
And Mrs. Duncan was happy as hogmanay to dispense them.
And did you ever
She's
witness
like,
Mrs. Fraser in
You
league
can't
with
trust
Mrs. Duncan?
anybody.
Many times.
Many times?
And in the still room meddling potions.
She must be Larry's friend.
Mr. Duncan knew naught of any of it.
Jeannie was rigorous and detailed in her accusation.
Wow. Really?
On many occasions, I have heard Mrs. Duncan
Gales.
singing in the hall outside where Mr. Duncan was sleeping.
Oh, not singing. Oh, Lord.
Send the kittlings running from the house. Animals have a nose for these things, you can.
Take the testimony of a cat.
I know. Bring the cats in. Come on in, cats.
That you were
And my
unhappy
cat's right
in your
here, too.
position
Can't see him,
at the
but-
Duncan's residence.
I was quite content there.
Oh, so content that you inquired about a position at Castle Leoch.
Ooh.
There's nothing more than the grumblings of a malcontented maidservant.
Take a seat.
God, it's so scary with, like, the people's, like, superstitions. Oh, it's terrifying.
Let us summon the next.
Superstitions and rumors, gossip.
May I ask, if you were there, why did you not stop this woman from interfering with the work of the fairies?
Interesting how he knows how to talk to them.
So isn't it true then that your fear and silence allowed her to contaminate the bairns so that when the fairies came...
Wow, you have to talk like that to them. Wow. Look at this. This is how the mind, the
take
brain
comfort in knowing that
is complex.
your own child is healthy, living forever with the fairies.
Wow.
They only wanted one outcome.
Call the next one. Alistair
This is,
Duff.
oh, no. That's the priest.
Have
No,
ye a
never mind.
charge to put to either or the women?
I don't know why that was. I thought.
Red as flames. with a look in them that would steal the soul from a man. Then the wind rose up.
Kayla's so funny.
And she leapt into the sky and flew like a great winged...
She's like, yeah, well, you know what? This is pretty cool story, honestly, about me. It's all their fears and superstitions. Just, it's so weird. Our brains. Terrifying. Oh my goodness.
Ned!
No. You take this Uscape, water of life. It'll keep you warm tonight.
Oh, Ned, thank you. Oh my God, this is so scary. Like, you really have to be delicate with certain people. Like, people are at different levels mentally, and we use things as our, I guess, a crutch in a way. Like the way he explained that he, like, yes, the fairies do have your child, and just they didn't, you know, he didn't say you're crazy, you're stupid. He knew how to talk to them because that's,
He's a queer fellow, isn't he?
they
That
believe
Ned
that
Gavin.
for the truth. So
But he
interesting.
certainly seems optimistic.
You still don't understand, do you? They mean to kill us.
Yes, they do. And the question is why? And I'm right there with Claire. Why?
What do you mean for Scotland?
I dream of our bonny Prince Charlie, a Stuart king back on the throne.
Oh, so Dougal and her. Oh, interesting.
Colum fights for the Mackenzies. Dougal fights for the McKinnons, the McPhersons, the Chisholms, the Camerons, all of the clans, all of Scotland. Man's a lion.
God, you actually love the past.
Wow.
Your words, not mine.
Aw. I mean, it's kind of sweet.
You really are a witch. That'd be a perfect time to use your
I know,
powers.
right? That's so funny. Why didn't they ever think of that? Like, if they were witches, wouldn't they just fly away? Like, why would they get burned?
We're hardly a flock, you and I. Although,
'Cause it's
according
like,
to
why-
witnesses,
why are they doing that?
have been known to take wing.
I mean, I wish I could turn into a bird. Seriously. If I could turn into a bird, I mean, wouldn't she just, yeah, like, just turn into a bird then? Aww. I cannot even believe that. These people are so ready to burn people. They're just like, the trial's not even over there, but they're like, no, we're burning. Something's burning. Someone's burning. I don't care who or what. Something's burning. Lord have mercy. I cannot. Where's my spear, man? Like,
Mary Mackenzie.
where's my spear?
My heart was broken, and when I confronted her, she struck me.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, let's
Did
say
you,
what,
in fact,
repeat what
strike
you
this
said
woman?
to her.
She put an ill wish under my bed and then tried to seduce my husband.
It was the love of my life.
I freaking burn Larry too. See, I'm evil too.
I'm here at all. She fabricated a note from Mrs. Duncan
You
summoning
can't
me,
even speak
all the
like
while
this
knowing
to
that the
them.
warders-
Claire, you're right 100%. 1,000,000%. But these people are not listening.
Let's call the next witness. His Reverence.
No. Ugh, God, I want to throw up. Oh my God. This guy literally, if there was demons, he is a demon. This man looks like the guy from
I knew when I
Midnight
first
Mass.
set eyes on Claire Fraser.
The demon.
And prayed for God to curse her malevolence
Ugh,
and
this
wreak
man.
his mighty vengeance upon her
Ugh.
body and soul.
People like him.
And God answered my prayer.
Hate. Yeah, God is so... God.
said to me-
All the people who are like him. Oh God, you're just full of hate, man. Full of hate. Oh wow, I ate my words really quickly. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked.
Bear witness to her fiendish ploy. It would take Satan himself to drive a man of God away.
Oh Lord, I would have thought that would have helped.
After heedful consideration.
Your Honours, a momentary recess.
Wait, okay.
Briefly.
I
Mr. Gavin.
cannot deal with it. Oh Lord. I'm so gullible. I'm so gullible. Literally throw me in the trash. I don't know. He knew? Wow. Some people are really, 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 really evil. My brain just doesn't work that way, man. I'm just...
And renounce her.
Renounce her?
State that she tricked you and drew you into her evil.
No.
What if I don't?
We must rely on an injunction of the Lord. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Thereby we pronounce Gillis Duncan and Claire Fraser, and do hereby condemn them to death.
Burn the witch! Burn them!
Man, I should have... Okay, he is a demon! Oh, God, that bastard.
Strip her and scalp her!
No! Get off me, you bastard! Get your bloody hands off me!
And this is what you... Oh, Larry, you disgusting little girl. You're an evil bitch. 100% evil bitch. Wow. Look at these people. Harder. Jamie! Jamie! Jamie, 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 Jamie. Thank you, Jesus.
Sir, you have no
Oh,
place
fuck!
in the
This
work of this
bitch!
court.
Punch all these... I have a plate. I swear I'm gonna throw it at my TV.
And I must inform you that I am not of that opinion myself. The first man forward will be the first man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ugh.
This woman is no witch.
Oh, Galahis!
Nor does she serve my master. See here, I bear the mark of the devil.
Oh, Galahis.
And it hit me like a bolt of lightning. Galus was from the future.
Oh my God.
Run!
Claire, come now.
I am the mistress of Satan. Galen, I pledge my soul to him.
Silence!
I will have the child of Satan. He will damn you all.
Come on, lap! Stop! She's been trapped!
We have to leave now, Claire. We have to go.
Oh, Galahis. My goodness.
I know about Jack Randall because I was told about him. I know the day he was born, and I know the day he will die. And I know that he works for the Duke of Sandringham because my husband told me about it. I know about the Bonnie Prince, the Jacobites, and the doomed cause. I'm from the future. I was born on October the 20th in the year 1918. That's 200 years from now.
Wow.
You think I'm raving mad, don't you?
No, I believe you, Sassenach.
I have a lot to
I
say.
don't understand it a bit, but I trust you. I trust your word, your heart. And I trust there is a truth between us.
I need water.
The whole story. It came pouring out of me like a cataract of water over a broken dam.
She got so lucky meeting him.
Back to the stones. And back to your husband.
Yes.
That's the only thing that's like triggering him after all of
I beat you for it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, now he feels bad. Okay.
I'm so very...
Oh, okay. I thought he took that the opposite way. God, look at that. Jamie is such a good guy. I am just so in awe of him.
Yes, now. Oh, it would have been a good deal easier if you'd only been a witch.
Over the next several days, we rode hard. We were both determined to leave the castle and the trial far behind us, hopeful the distance would overshadow the questions that remained unanswered.
Down from the main house.
Jamie spoke repeatedly of Lallybroch.
And what happened to Ned? I cannot handle. I'm done. Galus is burned. Baby girl, how are you? Are you horny? Oh my god, I'm done. Can we skip this, please? I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch them do this right now. I'm not in the mood for this. Absolutely not. Okay, I guess I have to watch. I'm literally like, I'm sweating. This episode was so much, too much, and it's not over, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
So, Sassenach, you ready to go home?
Is she if she's dreaming and she's not actually, my brain, honestly, I have no idea. She's still in the prison, and it's like, it's just a dream.
It's your own time. On the other side of that stone, you've a home there. A place. The things you're used to.
But what if she can't go back?
Frank.
Oh.
Frank.
Who? She's like, who's that again?
You on nothing. Save violence and danger.
That is true. I mean, he sees this whole thing. Like, she keeps getting into so much trouble just by being herself. I mean, I would have told him, like, I don't know if this is going to work. So don't be, like, sad. If I touch the stone, it doesn't mean that I don't love you. But when I touch it, I might not be able to leave. Oh, God. Or is she just going to make the choice to stay? I would stay. I would stay. I would stay. Jamie is a once-in-a-lifetime man. 100% stay. I don't care if they burn me at the stake. Like, that's a consequence, but come on. God, what is she gonna do? I was just, God, I don't know what you do. Oh, Lord, is she gonna try? But what if you're here for a reason? Maybe Galus is, like, there's a reason. Of course it ends like that. No, it didn't end. Oh my God.
Take me home to Lallybroch.
Oh my God. This episode has, like, killed me. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. What an episode. What an episode. Oh, my heart. It's just there's like I'm crying tears of joy, I'm crying tears of sadness, I'm crying tears of excitement and frustration. Like, so much happened in this episode. I just think she made the right choice. I mean, it's just the truth. Like, Frank is a good guy. But there's just something about Jamie. Like, it's rare. I don't know. I don't know. But it's rare to meet someone like that. Man or woman. That's a rarity. He's just so giving and accepting, and he does the best that he can, and it's just like, that's all you can ask of somebody. But I mean, he even pushes it beyond even his own superstitions that he has and his own understandings of things. He's so, like, he admits when he's wrong. He's understanding of, like, because he believes in witches, he believes in all of this stuff, but yet his trust for her overrides the indoctrination. And that's why I cry. The townspeople and all this episode, like really this episode and this series has been so amazing in so many ways, but like the townspeople and their indoctrination and their fears and their religious beliefs, and it's like I'm watching this at a very interesting time, and I want to be careful what I say, because saying too much sometimes, especially on a place like this where anybody can watch my videos, it's just like I am a real person and I live in, I have struggles and I have family and friends and things, and like my kids. I don't want to protect myself and my family, but I've been very open about my religious upbringing, as open as I can be. And I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to talk about the episode. I am deprogramming, like right now is what I'm learning, is what it's called, from a lot of my indoctrination. It's the hardest thing that I've had to do. It's just so hard. It's terrifying. It's scary. But I never want to be in a place where I'd ever be one of those townspeople. I'd rather be in Gaelus's position. And I know that's saying a lot, because who wants to be hurt or burned? But I could never stand to ever be in a position where I say this is God's will and it's hurting someone else. I just can't. And I'm not saying that all religions do that, but I've seen enough in my own life, in my own things that I've seen, that there's a lot that our minds can do. And when you learn things from a very early age, you just learn to accept and think that this is okay because it is God's will. And when you believe so wholeheartedly in something, you don't want to go against that either. And especially when it's a big group of people, you all believe one thing. It's a majority. I mean, the majority of this world, I believe, there's a dogma, or it's dogmatic. The majority of this world is superstitious and believes a lot of different things. And I've seen myself, even as a kid, I have had just my own views on certain things, but I've been so frightened. So I think about things, but I get frightened, and I have deep guilt, deep guilt, constantly in this like fight or flight place because of a lot of the things that I grew up with. And again, I don't want to go too deep into it, because other people who are close to me still believe things that I may not believe the same ways, and I love them, and there's no disrespect to anybody and their beliefs. I just can see that certain beliefs can make people push them in a way that's just not what God would want. What God would want is love, acceptance, and understanding. But there's also parts of the Bible that's not necessarily what God wants either. So it's very tough, and it's hard, and it's a lifelong thing. But I'm going through this on my own, and I'm like having to figure it out, and it's quite lonely. It's quite scary. And so watching this show, it's really interesting, because it's like at this very important time in my life. And I have doubts of my own, like, because I've been told, if you go this way, you're gonna go to hell. And part of me does believe that, as being vulnerable. But I'm not saying that what I believe or don't believe. So, you don't know what I really believe, but I'm just saying I'm deprogramming from the things that I just don't feel are healthy. And it's going to be a journey, and I'm going to be able to choose that. And that, again, that's between me and God, right? Like, whoever God is, that is between me and God. And at the end of the day, even in the biblical sense or the Christian religion, you face God alone. It's not you and your mom. It's not you and your dad. And you're like, well, no, she did this and I helped her. Nope. You're going to have to face that. And it's it's between all of, each of us individually. So if you believe it that way too, you got to let people be, right? But this episode, just to vulnerably share that, and if anybody's going through the same things, I'm here. It's hard, it's scary, and I'm learning. Made lots of mistakes with my dogmatic beliefs, a lot of ignorance, a lot of stupidity, thinking I know a lot or more, or I'm here to save people. I'm like, no, I'm just a human who is weak in many ways, has all kinds of stuff that I'm trying to fix and work on. I am just trying, just trying to be better. But one thing I know is I would never want to be on the other end of Galus. I just can't. And Galus is such a awesome character, 100% herself, in a world that she knew she could die. And it's just crazy. Yeah, she's from 1968. Like, she was a time traveler too. And so she was just kind of came to that conclusion, like, what was the reason I came here? It must have been because, especially if you go through something so unexplainable, you're going to be like, there's a higher power. There's another reason for this. Why? Like, what the hell? What is this? And it makes sense for her to get so high up in the ranks because she had all this knowledge. She knew what she was doing. But for her to just, I don't know how long she was there. I don't know if they bring that up in the beginning. Maybe I'd have to rewatch. She might have been there for, I guess that one maid was with her for 5. Oh, you know what? She was probably singing she was probably singing songs, like some Beatles songs. Like, I don't know. Like, she's singing some pop. She's like, what is this devil music? Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm so curious. Like, damn. So people could just travel back. Like, it's happening to other people. Who else is a time traveler in this? That's kind of cool. And then her love for Dougal, that was sweet. And I don't know. I like her perspective. I'm a weak person. I'm a jealous person, and I'm trying to work on it, but I'm not going to lie to you. Like, that shit is too much for me. I can't. It's too much. Where I'm at right now, I'm a childlike still in that, like, she's like, he's a lion. He has eyes for the last, but he's doing all this stuff, and I love him, and I'm like, good for you. I wish I was you, because I can't handle that, and a relationship is too much for me. But if you can handle it, all the power to you, like, honestly, because I like Dougal. I do. I think he's awesome. But that part of me, we would be bickering. It just wouldn't work. That's why I'm just so pro Jamie, because he's just like safe. He's a safety net, and it's rare. Yeah, I think rare. But everybody has their weaknesses. Everybody has their, like, things, and that's what it is. Like, figuring out who you fit well with. Like, Dougal and Galus fit really well. So the thing about, like, the crowd and, like, the starlings and the murmuring, and how they would do that to kind of as a protection against falcons, and it makes sense. I see this parallel between because it was like a murmuring. Everyone was saying the same things. It was like this energy flowing towards, we have to kill these 2 people because they're dangerous. If we don't kill them, they're going to kill us. So it's all based on fear. Fear is the biggest motivator in so many things, just in our daily lives, in the way that we treat others, the way that we judge others, our ignorance, our fears of others. Is, racism stems from fear, ignorance, unknown. We don't know. We don't know. When we don't know something, it's easier to be afraid of it. Like being afraid of the devil's mark. And it just so happens to be a smallpox vaccination. It's just a mark, a scar from that. So it's so interesting how our fears they manifest. And our fears start at a very young age, because when we're little, we really are afraid. We think there are monsters under our beds and there are monsters in the closet. And majority of us sadly don't have the parents that are functional enough to like give us stability. Me right here. And then you learn, oh, okay, well, they also didn't have that either. And then you have to have some like understanding of that too. So, but there are parents who are just really crazy. But when the fears are not helped at an early age, like, hey, you could come to mom, you could come to dad or brother, sister, or grandpa, grandma. Everything's going to be okay, honey. You come right here. There's no such thing as this. Or you could even say, and even if there was, I'm gonna fight them for you. I'm gonna be there for you. We're gonna fight them together. We're here together. That gives this sense of, you know, because it's illogical. There of course are no monsters, but the brain can't process that, especially as a kid. And so when that fear, if you don't have a parent or parental figure who can help diminish these fears, you grow up being a fearful person, and then you find dogmas and even new age thinking, like all of this stuff, everything, because we want some semblance of peace, so we attach ourselves to anything that might save us or help us, and I think that's very human, and that's makes sense. I do it. I've done it. But yeah, you grow up fearful, and that fear and this mixed in with like religion, it's not a good combination. I live with fears a lot about the end of the world and about just things like that, and I think it's something I will probably live with for a long time, if not forever. You know, I don't know. I know that they get easier as time goes on, but so I understand where these people are coming from to an extent, because I get it. Fear is scary. But that's the thing. It's like, you just don't want to be that crowd, but you can understand why. And that's the thing. You've got to understand the why. The why is very important to understanding life and why people do what they do. Like, if you just are like, you could be well educated and be like, oh, I hate these types of people. I hate these people. They're so stupid. It's like, that doesn't help. That does not help. And that we saw an example of that with Ned talking to that mother who thought her child was a changeling. He didn't go up to her and say, hey, idiot, you're dumb and your beliefs are stupid. Wake up, grow up. Like, do you really think that's going to help somebody? Absolutely not. You have to talk to people where they are, meet people where they are. And that's just not taught to us. We're not taught to meet people where they are. You know, it's just interesting. It's interesting. This show is very well done, very smart. I do need to look into the book. But I'm just so impressed. This episode was everything. Everything. I'm glad they did not show Galis being burnt at the stake. I don't need to see that. It was enough to just see her being almost torn apart by lunatics. Yeah, raving lunatics. But that's how it is. That's how it is. And it's crazy because I see things happening the same way. It's like, we're in 2023. No, we're in 2023, not 2022. And like I've said, I know of people who have very similar thoughts of just their fears, and they're like the other, othering people. So no wonder people are scared. No wonder people feel like fearful for their lives. I get it. I understand more. Like, people will hurt people. We've seen that. People will hurt people out of fear and out of ignorance. So my heart goes out to everybody. It really does. And just pray that we can just become better, more civilized, more loving. And I not only pray, but I put into action for my own self. And I hope that everyone else can do that too. Start with yourself, put that into action, and then let's let that rub off on each other. And because right now on social media, on TV, on all this stuff, it's just like there's also so much that just promotes fear. That's why, again, I always say I really got off of social media, and I try to get off of it as much as possible. Of course, I still use it, but you know, as my oldest son Sora says, it's a tool. You can use it for good, or you can use it for bad. You can use it to learn and research and find out anything you want, or you can do it to do other things that are hurtful to yourself and others. Yeah, what an episode. This one really was a lot. It was a lot. And there was one more thing I wanted to say about though the priest is he got me. I really thought he was like genuinely like remorseful. What a great actor. He's a good actor, because I believed him. Damn. Yeah, people like him are scary. And Larry, oh God, God, just frustrates me, man. But yeah, I'm team Jamie 100%. I kind of kept going back like, man, my Frank's good. He's a good man. Frank would not. I don't think Frank would. Jamie loves her more than Frank loves her. 100%. And I know that might be controversial to say, but oh man, yeah, I'll stand on that one. I might change my mind later on, but I stand there today. I stand on that hill. He loves Jamie more. Or no, Jamie loves Claire more. And they just fit better. They just do. And I think that I really want to believe that some things happen for a reason, and some things are, it's like I was saying in the beginning, karma. When freaking Galus is like, it meant nothing. So it's just nothing. I need to know what I'm dying for. Oh, I'm dying for nothing. Okay, damn. I still have hope that Claire is something of a positive. And honestly, she didn't die for nothing. The amount of people that Galus helped and being like this kind of passing the torch off to Claire in a way, like I really hope she sees that. Claire is here for a reason. I'm really excited to see what that is. And I'm just thankful that she made the choice to stay with Jamie. I would do that. If me now, knowing the things that I know and being able to pick, like maybe a better picker now of like relationships and partnerships, friendships, you'd be like, yeah, do not lose that. Don't lose that. That's once in a lifetime. Some people get lucky and they get it twice. I read a Reddit story about this. It was about soulmates and stuff. And there, some people are like, I don't really believe in that. And I do believe in that, blah, blah, blah. But there was like, someone had wrote that their mother had two soulmates. Her father, and after he passed, she remarried, and so but her stepfather was like her other soulmate. And I don't believe in like soulmates anymore either. I just feel like some people just fit you better, and you just need to kind of get yourself in tip-top shape too for that. Get ready for that person. But I thought that was cool, and I kind of see that with Claire. But Jamie is the one. That's all. What an episode. Thank you guys for watching with me, and I shall see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.